Hello everyone. Let's talk about the effectuation principles. Introduction. Hey everyone, welcome and get ready to dive deep. We are about to embark the wonderfully wide world of effectuation. Now this might sound like some kind of Star Trek technology, but trust me, it's even more powerful. And imagine you are a chef with a complete bare uh, pantry, no recipe, no instruction, just a few mismatched ingredients and a hungry crowd. Most people would freeze, right? But some chef, the truly brilliant ones, would look at that situations not as a problem, but as an opportunities. They would ask what that can I create right now with what I have and what is willing to help. This essence of effectuation making sense. Amazing happen of not by predicting the future, but shaping it would about focusing on what you can control, collaborating with the people who are interested in your project and creatively iterating your idea until it becomes reality. We often hear about the strategic planning and setting the ambitious goals, and that's great. But sometimes the most innovations, the unplanned, the imperfect, the downright chaotic things of the most inventions of the microwave. A happy accident while experimenting with the radar technology. Effectuation is a framework for embracing those accident, turning limitations into advantages. And the building something extraordinary, we we have to and my friends, a skill we can use no matter what we are trying to achieve. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into a fantastic concept called effectuation. Now this might sound like some business school jargon, but trust me, it is incredible, practical, refreshing. Humans, it might be even as a little bit as it here. Effectuation is about taking the action when you don't have a crystal ball. It's about creating something new, facing opportunity. It's shaping the destination. It opposes the planning and the forecasting perfectly and then executing flawlessly. How many times has that actually worked out perfectly for you? Thinking of like this, you are cooking dinner, a traditional predictive operator might be two. Meticulously plan of 5 course meal by an all the ingredient prescriptively measured and follow a recipe to a letter. Effectuation. You can open the fridge and see some leftover chicken, a slightly willed bell pepper, some garlic, and some diced tomatoes. You think, let's see, what can I make with this? You might end up with chicken to keep a pasta or even widely delicious stir fry. The point is, you started with what you had and you let you creativity and ingredients guide you. Effectuation is especially relevant to entrepreneurs, artists, anyone tackling a complex challenge without clearing roadmap. It's about embracing the unknown, building something originally and learning as you go instead of asking what should I do. The effective thinker asks what can I do with what I have. So let's unpack a few key dimensions of effectuation. First, there is an idea of bird in mind. It's all about starting with your existing means. Uh, who you are, what you know, and what you know. It's personally took it, your network, your skills, your resources. Let me give you an example. There is the young woman Sarah, who was poisoned to about sustainable. She didn't have any funding or massive plans or revolutionary eco-friendly material, but she did know how to see. She started making reusable shopping bags from the discarded fabric, selling them at a local farmer's market that was her bird in hand. Her sewing skills were passion about her local community markets. From there, she expanded into upcycled clothing, eventually built a thriving online business. She didn't start with a grand vision and detailed plan. She started with what she had and she left the market guide her. That's bird in hand action. Another key principle is affordable loss. Thinking this isn't about being reckless, it's about focusing on what you are willing to lose rather than focusing on the potential returns. In traditional business thinking, we spend so much time protecting professional profits, crafting elaborate business plans, and seeking massive fundings. Effectuation flips that on it heads. It's about asking what's the downside and what am I comfortably losing if this doesn't work. The potential lose is acceptable, then you proceed. This engagement experimentation allows you to quick course correction prevents you betting from a single proven idea. It's things. Tim David, who wants to build a new mobile app instead of spending much on developing fully featured product. He might create a simple prototype, launch it with a limited features, and its if people actually see it is affordable loss in the time and resources he invest in the initial prototype. If no one is download, if he hasn't a loss of the fortune, he's gained a valuable feedback and can pivot to different. It's about limiting your risk and maximizing your learnings. Finally, there is a principle of crazy. Well, this is favorite because it highlights the power of collaboration and unexpected partnership instead of trying to control everything yourself. Effectuation encourages you to bring a stakeholder early on. You're essentially building a quite with different patches contributed by different people. Each person brings their unique skill, resources, and connections. Mm. The cool thing about the crazy equality is that you never know exactly what the finished partners. You will look like the shape of the squid and determine the contribution to of the various partners. Imagine a group of artists collaborating on a mutually one artist might be master of color and another skilled in another thing and the third one is specializing in the abstract designs. Each artist contributes their unique talent and their final mural is richer, the more vibrant than anything of them could have created alone. That's a crazy cool. It's about building something bigger and better by working with others and embracing the unexpected. Now it's considered how effectuation applies in different industries. It's restaurant business. Let's say a chef has a dream of opening a fine dining restaurant. A traditional approach might involve securing massive funding and creating a perfectly designed menu, and effectually approach might to start with a pop-up restaurant in a French bar, serving with limited menu based on locally sourced ingredients and showcasing his unique style. He tests the market, gets feedback, build a following before investing with a full-fledged restaurant in the world of software development. We thought upon this behavior, effectuation manifests as a ugly development. Instead of spending years of developing on a complex pieces of software behind the closed door, developing a release an early version of the product, gather users feedback and iterate. Based on the feedback, they constantly adapting and evolving, building the product. In collaboration with their users, finally, let's look at a non-profit organization. Imagine a group of people passionate about tackling and homelessness. Instead of writing a grant proposals for multi-million dollar, organizing a weekly soup kitchen, building a relationship with the homeless individuals and understanding their specific needs, then they leverage those relationships and insights to develop more effective programs and partnership, building their organizations uh, organically from the ground up. Effectuation is it's a magic bullet. It doesn't mean ignoring all the forms of planning. It is, however, a powerful framework for navigating uncertainty, living on your existing resource and building something meaningful in a dynamic and unpredictable world. It's about action, learning, and adapting. It's about embarrassing the unexpected and creating something new. Now it's about spreading of the uncertainty, not but because of it. It is a mindset, a way of approaching the world that empowers you to act, even when you don't have all the answers. And honestly, whoever really does, so the bring us end of our journey in the world of effectuation. So we have unpacked our core principles, starting with your valuable means, focusing on an affordable loss, uh, leverage, continuous, and forming partnerships, and embracing a future on you create rather than a one you predict. And hopefully, you have seen aren't you just academic concept, just a powerful lens through which view any challenges, project, in entrepreneur venues. What is strike we most reflects on all of these projects and entrepreneurs. In this intent, optimize effectuation. It's a philosophy that empowers you to act even when you don't have all the answers, when the future feels uncertain. Thinks the one of the worker who unexpectedly gets a huge delivery of the features. A predict mindset might see a problem, a logic nightmare, but an effectual barker, they start thinking about the peach jam, peach inflected vodka, seeing each new idea as an opportunity. New partnership for me, personal effectuation has been reminded to stop over analyzing and starts experimenting, trust to my guts, and to embrace the unexpected and to build a future on one step. One partnership unaffordable loss at a time. It's not okay not to exactly where you are going. Beauty is the journey and it's shaping the journey with the resources you already process. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. I truly appreciate you talking. The time to listen and engage with these ideas, and you go about your day on your next project. Remember the spirit of effectuation. Remember that you are not simply a passive observer of the future. You are an active participant in a particular shopping your designer with your own hands. Think about what you have right now, but you have to wish you had on yourself. But what can I create with this? What partnership can I forget? Because ultimately, the future isn't something that happens to you, it's something you build. The future built, not predicted, and not my friends. It's truly empowering thought. Predicted that my friends, it's truly empowering thought. So, thank you for watching.